Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Throwdown Thursday, live over here from Amazon Game Studios. I'm Filthy Rich.
I'm Mr. Sill. Rich, we have a great week in store for us. This is Week 9 of the Breakaway Office League Season 3, and this is a good precursor to the actual finals because both teams are undefeated. Both teams have clinched their final spot. Who do you think is going to win?
You know what, though the two teams that are playing today just shows off amazing running, but then you have another team which is led by Bow and Blam, which is just super focused, super ready to react, a very balanced team, not really committed to one play style. I want to see if that's going to be the thing. These two teams are undefeated, so nonetheless, today's action is going to be hype and jam-packed.
Yeah, there's a lot of unknowns, but one thing you will know is one of these teams will remain undefeated after today, and the other team, they'll be walking the lowly walk to the other side of the glass. Before we get to that, though, we're going to give a quick shout-out to our sponsor, Asus. They are the official monitor and system provider of Breakaway. The VG248QE is a 24-inch monitor well known in the competitive scene in esports for its 144 Hz refresh rate with 1 millisecond response time. And, of course, you have that G11 desktop. It shed light on uncompromising performance. This powerful machine allows you to play Breakaway without sacrificing your gameplay experience and giving you the ability to stream in the best possible quality. There are a lot of surprises in store for everybody today. Who will come out on top, we'll find out momentarily. But before we do that, though, we're going to take a quick step back and to announce an important announcement, but one that's more of a saddened one for the Breakaway family here. Rich, you are leaving Team Breakaway.
I'll be leaving Breakaway. However, I'm still a huge fan of the game, so expect to see me in chat. Expect to see me playing and bodying people on the 15th when everyone's going to be playing. So it'll still be a part of it. Hopefully you guys invite me to come in more often.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. We would certainly love to have you come back. But yeah, we're definitely going to miss you, Rich. You've been a key member of the Breakaway community since day one. I know when I started, there was only one other person in the marketing department. It was you. So now it's sad to see you go, but we do appreciate everything. We have this little token of appreciation that we have for you. We had a community event happening a couple weeks ago, and so we took a picture of that, and we had the entire dev team sign it. And we wanted to give this to you, Rich, as a token of our appreciation.
Love it, man.
You could put this in your new office.
Yes, this is awesome. No, the Breakaway community has been a big part of my life, especially for everybody over here at the studio. Like I said, I love this game. It's something that's very close to me. Been part of every single iteration of it, so I'll continue to see it. I want to see this game move forward. I think there's great things that are going to happen. I'll be jumping into events and all this stuff and hopefully commentating, but maybe you'll even see me play. I think that's one of the big things that I want to reach at. But nonetheless, huge thanks to the Breakaway community, for everybody over here at Amazon. You guys have provided me with a huge bucket of wealth, knowledge, and information and things that I'll take on with me as I move forward.
All right, Rich. Well, thank you so much. Again, this isn't the end of Filthy Rich. It's just a new chapter of the Filthy Saga. So with that, it is time to transition on, Rich.
Yes, it is. Okay, here we go. We're going to do it. So this is what it's like.
That's what it's like on the other side, Rich.
I don't like this side.
All right, we got some great Breakaway in store for you here today. Let's introduce the teams. We have the Cadabbles going up against Finessio Relic. Let's start out by introducing the Cadabbles in the leadoff chair. A man repping the Allied shirt. You got to love that. Give it up for GL Tovar.
GL Tovar ready to rocking that Allied shirt. We know that this is a player that has been fantastic with Alona, his running, his defensive capabilities, but all in all, he just brings nothing but smiles and positivity to the team. He's going to be repping Kalology and those guys, and I'm hoping that he brings out Alona for this game because, again, it's going to be 3 out of 5, David, and I'm ready for all the surprises.
Yep, as you mentioned it, Rich, this is a best-of-5 series here, and you have called it. He is definitely playing as Alona. We mentioned it before. Tovar, one of the best Alona players we have seen here today. You got Butterbeanie, Tovar, Old Rusty Robot, and Earl Grey, probably some of the best Alona players. Tovar definitely up at the top of that ranking. And to complement Tovar, probably taking some of the heals, if not most of them, we got the tank himself. Give it up for Otterhead.
Otterhead has been the tank for this team. And we've seen him play a lot of Thorgrim. He's been doing a lot of great things with the tosses and just eliminating all his opponents that do have full HP. But we've seen some variety as well. We've seen Black Knight and his roster of characters picked here on Throwdown Thursday. For me, if it were to be my cast, I would want to see Thorgrim for game number 1, but looks like we're going for a Black Knight. Hopefully, I'll be able to see that Thorgrim later on, but I'm expecting to see some great things from this Black Knight.
That's right. And just so you guys all know at home, the hashtag is officially #StayFilthy. In the number 3 chair, we have the controversial man, but not as controversial this season because he got picked legitimately. It is Bones.
He's been making waves as an amazing player here, but he's starting to grow a fan base for his great, stunning looks. He's been playing a lot of Morgan in these gameplays, but what you can expect to see some great running, great pathing, great passing, and looks like for game number 1, Bones is going to be picking Morgan Le Fay.
Yeah, we had last week, we saw Combo Breaker doing his version of Morgan Le Fay. It was the kind of a pretty good imitation of Bones, but you got the real thing now. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, when you want to learn how to play Morgan Le Fay on June 15th, that's the guy to watch, Bones. And cleaning it up here for the Cadables, we have the man himself, the best of the noobs. Give it up for Notvert.
Yes, Notvert first came onto the stage without Rollins, using a lot of the buildable destruction capabilities that was shared over by our good friend Shark, but he's adapted into his own play style, picking new characters as well. For game number 1, he's going to be playing Rollins, but from what I've seen from the scrims, from the games, this player has just grown exponentially from the buildable destruction to his combat capabilities, his dueling and grouping with the team. He's been a fantastic player and will definitely deliver for his team on the Collegies.
All right, and of course, you got to give a shout out to the coach of the Cadables, coaching them to an undefeated season thus far. It is the UX Killer.
A lot of things that are very quick to ignore is the power of the coach, and UX Killer has definitely been driving this team towards this, hopefully, undefeated run throughout this season. I have a lot of faith in this team. I think they're fantastic. Great communication across the board. Super committed to their play style, which is run, gun, pass, and go. And I think that is something that will really work well in their favor. Hopefully, they don't get stopped by this killer team that they're going to be facing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Cadables definitely favored to win this matchup. We heard the Vegas odds are somewhere around 2-1. But you know what? Anything can happen here in Throwdown Thursday when we're sitting in the arena. And you know what? I think if there's any team that could take them down, it's going to be Miss DJM. So let's introduce Finesio Relic, kicking it off for Finesio Relic, the man himself. Just call me Bow.
Just call me Bow, super educated in the world of all things combat for Breakaway. He could play any character that's in the roster. But what I'm hoping to see is that Spartacus, the DPS that can come in, hopefully shoot for some flanks and just turn these into 4v3s in their favor. But I've also seen exquisite gameplay from his Black Knight as well, and looks like they're going to go with that for game number 1. That's going to be Just Call Me Bow on Black Knight.
All right. In the number 2 chair, repping the patented hoodie hat combination, give it up for Knocknaz.
Yes, Knocknaz keeping it gangster, but we've seen this gangster rock with Alona. He's going to be dealing a lot of heals, but here's the thing about Knocknaz. If you look at the data last few games, his forced fumbles has been phenomenal. So he's not really letting any of the Relic runners move forward, and he's giving traction for his team to move forward. And what a better pick for that. It's probably the best pick for him. That's going to be Alona on Knocknaz for game number 1.
Yeah, absolutely, Rich. We talked about best Alona players. I've neglected to call out Knocknaz. He is certainly on that list. Definitely top 5, potentially even top 3. Great Alona player there. Has a definite good support style. Plays Alona a little bit more traditionally. Does use a lot of the buildable. He did take a hit, though, when they got rid of the Light of Judgment and limiting the buildables down to 1 in the balance update that we did. So be interesting to see if he is able to just rely on the Healing Shrine because his big turret weapon is no longer in effect. Let's introduce the number 3 player on Team Finesio Relic is Thrill House.
Now, we're talking about the patch updates, and this is the player who's adapted the best. His main character's been Anne Bonny, and Anne Bonny definitely capitalized off this update, having the Ballista being the primary buildable, and there it is for the pick. Carlos is just one of those guys that never misses a shot, and I think him accommodating with the Black Knight and the heals from Alona, that back line is going to be a great way to stop the running pressure that's coming in from the Cadables.
All right, and in the cleanup spot for Team Finesse Your Relic, we have the mighty Chewbacca!
Chewbacca. Yes, you know what? I just need to buy one of these things. But under that wonderful mask is our new player as well, and that is Yin Mute. He's been playing Spartacus, Black Knight, Rollins. I'm not really sure who he's going to be picked, but the player that he's going to be chasing after is going to be the other 30 on the opposite team, which is not Vert. But from what I've seen, Yin Mute has been a fantastic player, and for game number 1 for Yin Mute is Spartacus.
All right, there you have it. Everyone's pretty much sticking with their usual picks. I'm sad to see Yin Mute take off the Chewbacca mask. I was going to be super impressed if he was going to keep that on while he plays, but you know what? It's not time to mess around, and you got the coach of Finesse Your Relic not letting that happen. It is the man himself, the mighty Blam!
You guys are getting better and better with the timing on that, and shooting the finger pistols, Blam's going to be coming out. So we have a killer match. It's the Cadabbles versus Miss DJM and Team
Finesse Your Relic, Rich.
I don't know who's going to take it. Let us know who you think is going to take it. This is game number 1. Drop us a line if you think it's going to be Cadabbles or Finesse Your Relic, and let's jump into it. So game number 1, pretty standard builds. Yin Mute, Thrill House going for the DPS, and on the other side, more sustained and more, they're going for the economy game with Bones and GL Tovar going with that Philosopher's Stone, trying to add up their gold per second. So here we go, game number 1.
You got Bones taking the Relic early, passing it up to his friend GL Tovar. Tovar with control of the Relic does a nice dash there to get out of the hands of the Black Knight, but he does get quick distraction there. Gives it back to Bones. Bones passes, gets intercepted there by Bao. Bao fumbles the Relic, and Bones could make this quick early score, but no. Nice recovery from Bao, saving the day. And you have those ballasts you talked about earlier, Rich. They are definitely doing some good damage there, trying to take down Bones.
And look at the chase coming in from Thrill House, just taking Bones down under 50%. But as always, GL Tovar with the clutch heal. But they're definitely in a deficit in terms of HP in this 2v2 matchup. The other two are fighting for the gold buff, and gold buff is awarded to the red team. So 3,000 gold goes to Cadabbles on that one.
All right, you have the Relic rolling down the foot of Atlantis. Again, this is a best-of-5 series. We will start this series in Atlantis, then switch over to El Dorado, then back to Atlantis. You see the Circle of Spike getting casted on the ground there by Bones. That causes a debuff to the opponents. Anyone caught in the middle of that circle, they will face a slowdown and damage increase. So you got to watch out for that if you were playing on the blue team, playing as the Cadabbles.
And this is what I like to see. Just Call Me Bao leading that front line for Finesse Your Relic and pushing it over to the elevator. It looks like the follow-up was there, but Bones quick to take it and exchanges 50% of his HP for that trade.
Here you see Knock Nas passing the Relic over to Thrill House. Thrill House with control of the Relic, passes it upfield, gets picked up by Yin Mute. Yin Mute tows it back to midfield, and now we see Bones with control of the Relic, gives it back to Tovar. You've seen the Tovar-Bones connection all season long. Here we see Bones again with control of the Relic, going up left side now. Nice pass to the side there with Tovar. Tovar's taking it up the left side, does get stopped though. Good defensive move there from Thrill House.
I love this adaptation that's coming in from Finesse Your Relic. The whole team is moving forward and creating that defensive lineup. In the back line, however, you can see Not Vert just taking down all those destructible buildables, making it an easy path. But great elimination by Just Call Me Bao, only to be followed up by Otterhead.
Otterhead proving that he doesn't need Throgrim to throw people in the water. Otterhead taking down Bao. That's a good move. Tovar with the pass. And that, no, what a save! Beautiful job by Thrill House and Knock Nas.
Thrill House quick to take it out of there, trying to reset the position of the Relic, but Bones always there all the time, and now Not Vert, not having buildables in the way, is going to be able to push with his team, and we have a 4-man push formation going on left side.
Nice move of the Circle of Spite to slow down the opponents. You see Not Vert there with the Relic, gives it over there to Tovar. Tovar loses the Relic though. It's tossed up in the air. Who's gonna come up with it? It could be Bones with a quick score. Yes, Bones!
Bones jumping over. Great read from him, going for the toss instead of the dash. It's one of those things. At that space and at that time, you have to make a decision. Do I want to pass it? Do I want to walk it in? And that was a great read from him, jumping over anything that can hit from the Anbani or Alona. So point number 1 on the Cadabbles. So we're jumping into game number 2, and this is where the game of Breakaway starts to get more and more interesting as players start to level up their characters. Yin Mute and Thrill House on the blue team acquiring themselves a lever 2 item, but let's keep an eye on Not Vert on the right-hand side. That level 4 destruction item is going to completely eliminate all buildables, making this round going to be super high pace, even more so than the last. Let's jump into it, round number 2.
Here we see Bones with control of the Relic. Down there midfield, Bao doing a nice job taking it from him, but Bones not letting it go. Fires off his Burden of Sin. That's when a flock of ravens go into your opponent. They definitely went inside Bones, or inside Bao for a little bit there. We see Tovar with control of the relic, passes it up to Not Vert. Not Vert low on health, but he's getting help with that Radiance. That's a healing ability of Tovar, where he can heal any character by firing that little tendril of health.
Tovar using that self-pass is also able to push it over to Bones. Two people now moving forward. Look at the pass game, David. This is intense. It just called me Bao. Almost knocks out Bones from that, but you can see the great heals coming from Alona, keeping Bones alive.
Yeah, Bones doing a great job staying alive there with the Bones and Tovar help. And now we see the Relic going closer and closer to Finesse Your Relic, but wow!
And just call me Bao getting that, but look at the advantage that the red team has on their side. Right on top of the screen, the silver and yellow crystal, those are two buffs, but before we get into that, action taking place over here by red side. Bones trying to take it on out of there.
Yeah, Bones is going for his push there. Nice move there of the Sunburst of Tovar to push back the opponent. We see the pass thing intercepted, though, by Knocknaz. Knocknaz doing a great job playing defense. He's not letting anything get past him. We see the Relic back at midfield. Both teams are proving why they're undefeated here today.
The Geo Tovar is just such an aggressive Alona player. That Sunburst, David, has a 20-second cooldown, so you have to be super select when you use it, and he's hit it every single time. And now the pressure coming in from multiple members from the Cadabbles.
Yeah, you saw a pass there from Bones to Tovar, but that pass is right in the middle of traffic. You got Bones just guarding that Relic for dear life. It's a good thing, because without that, his team is going to go down quickly. And now we see the Relic again inching its way closer and closer to their relay. Will they be able to get it in? There are three ways you score here in Breakaway. The first way is you take that Relic and you bring it into your opponent's relay. His Tovar is about to do so. Again, he gets stopped by Bao, as we see on the second attempt there. Here it comes. There it is. Otterhead with the score. And Carlos is not happy about that.
Yes, you got to be upset about that one. He is the, at that point, at that range, he has to force fumbles. But I think it all started with the error on that early pass. He could have taken it out of there, and that's a spot where you don't want to take it. As long as that Relic is out in play and free, anybody can pick it up. And it was probably that missed pass, trying to reset it out of position, that caused him to get that. Match point now is on the side of the Cadabbles, but we're getting into it, and hopefully this late game play for everyone on Finesse Your Relic is going to pay out, David.
Yeah, you got the gold differential definitely in favor of the Cadabbles. We saw that you called out earlier, Rich, them taking the gold buff every single time. You got Not Vert doing a good job, taking down buildables, not having to worry about them. Here we see Bones again on the early rush, getting stopped by Bao. That definitely seems to be the strategy this time around. Stop the rush from Bones and Tovar. It seems to be working a little bit, but you got to worry about now other factors like Otterhead, who now has the Relic, does get it closer into scoring position, but there's Thrillhouse now. He's connecting on those hits.
Bao's getting these kills, but hopefully the team can convert. Look at this! GL Tovar with an attempt, almost able to get it.
Here comes Bones! Bones with the sneak down the middle from downtown. Takes the first game. As we move into game two, we are up 1-0 in favor of the Cadabbles.
This team is so strong. They're so disruptive. Everybody just coordinates and works well with each other. Otterhead able to get that shot. You got the duo of Bones and GL Tovar on your screen moving forward. And then you have Not Vert just destroying everything in the back line. It's all about the numbers at the end of the day. We're going to see what was the reason this team was able to move forward. But from what I saw, again, it's the pass and go plays that this team is able to deliver on, David.
Yeah, we're going to pull up the stat stream shortly. That really tells the tale. Thrillhouse had that key miss in the second round there. But let's look at these stats, Rich.
Yeah, across the board, gold earned was definitely in the favor of the blue team, but it was all about the red and what they were able to do with these Relic scores. 2 coming in from Bones and 1 from Otterhead. In general, the pace of the game was definitely in Red's favor, just pushing that Relic forward. It was only in round 1 where they were getting a little bit of pushback. However, they just persevered. Round 1 looked like a warm-up game for them, but as soon as we got into second round and third, you could start to see how comfortable the team was able to get in on Atlantis with the multiple paths, great passing. Not Vert was also available every single time for a pass, if you saw.
Yeah, I mean, you got it, like you mentioned it, man. The pass play is definitely in favor of the Cadabbles. These guys pass better than anyone. I think they even give DEFCON 5 a run for their money. But I will say I was impressed with Finesse Your Relic. I mean, Bao did a really good job of stopping Bones from pushing. I mean, eventually Bones is going to win, but he did a good job stopping it. I think the rest of his team needs to kind of help pick up the slack, though.
Bao had great positioning, just forcing out fumbles, but it was really not for just taking away people like Thrill House from that equation of forcing fumbles. Thrill House and Knock Nas were just not available in that space to just prevent anybody from moving in, and that just lets somebody like Bones and Tovar, the duo, come in for a free score every single time. But we're jumping into game number 2, and we're rotating over onto El Dorado. This is going to be an even more high action-based map. We expect to see a lot more team fights, and again, standard builds, but look at the difference this time around where the Cadables, all 3 members, are going for the late game economy where they want to acquire some gold. So you can see that red gem on the right hand side. Let's see what happens. Game number 1, definitely in the favor for team fights for the blue team, but let's see if red can capitalize on it.
All right, you got the Cadables team there. Otterhead switching back to Throgrim, so you get your wish, Rich. As Finesse Your Relic on the blue side, they are going to be playing some defense. They kept the same comp they had before. Hopefully it works better for them this time around on El Dorado. El Dorado, slightly different map than Atlantis, Rich.
Yes, more linear map. The buffs are based around more combat-oriented stuff. But Bones now with a chance to go in. Can Otterhead maintain that tankiness? But great escape from Thrill House just to reset the pace again. And we're only 30 seconds into this match.
Yeah, Thrill House did a good job there clearing the Relic, but it's already back at their own base. And this is the problem when everyone faces the Cadables. No one's been able to successfully stop the rush. They keep pushing that Relic, and you're always on your heels, and eventually you fall over. Here we see the Relic getting thrown out of bounds, recycles back to where it was. We mentioned there were 3 ways to win in Breakaway. We've seen a lot of the first way to win, bringing that Relic over to the opponent's relay. The other way to win is you take down your entire team with a team wipe. So there you see the Cadables down, Notvert's out for 4 seconds. If you wipe the entire team, you will get a team wipe. That's the second way to score. The third way we'll talk about as time ticks down with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in Game 2, Round 1 of the Breakaway Office League Season 3, Week 9, Battle of the Titans.
Otterhead's looking really hungry, just trying to just disrupt everything in the background, and the team is helping him move forward. GL Tovar just has a sliver of life, but now Bones is in the equation for a potential pass. What could happen? Can Bao get it out of there? Yes, good for him and team. A little bit of relief from them as they're definitely winning in the HP game, but not in the positioning game.
Yeah, every warrior in Breakaway has a buildable special item they can summon up, a structure. You saw the Siege Engine get called out there by Yin Mute, doing a good job taking down that Tomo Malaise, which is the buildable structure of Morgan Le Fay. That will slow down anyone from the opponent's side in the path.
Oh!
Good pass to Nuffer, but he misses it. Picking up the fumble, though, was Alona with GL Tovar, and that's what happens, man. That is the play of champions.
Yes, it starts off with Morgan Le Fay with the pass to Rollins, and Rollins was there as a screen. It was a great follow from GL Tovar to pick up that fumble. The thing with passes, David, is that you cannot receive a pass while you're mid-animation of an attack, but that looked planned. That was precision to the max. Round number 2, all the players are getting stronger, and again, the commitment from the blue team going for damage. This has to be executed. It's a higher level of execution if you ask me. But we'll see. If there's one team that can do it, it's definitely Miss DJM and her team of Finesse Your Relic.
Here we see Bones trying to do the El Dorado slide. He falls victim, though, to the forces of Bao, who does not let him pass, doing his best Gandalf impression. As we see the Relic right there at the steps of the parapets, as we're moving in closer now, going back to the base of Finesse Your Relic. They can't seem to finesse their way out of there. Here we go again with Tovar taking the lead there. Knockdowns picks up the Relic, takes it back to midfield. You got the healing shrine put down by Tovar. If you're on the blue side, you want to take that out because that's a great forward encampment for the red team and the Cadables. Good job there from Finesse Your Relic taking out the healing shrine. We see Bones now trying to push it on his own. He doesn't have that forward connection yet, so Otterhead's going in as more and more of the Cadables are getting into passing position. They're a little bit out of place right now with the Relic going back down towards midfield with 3 minutes and 6 seconds left now in round 2, game 2 of the Breakaway Office League Season 9 Clash of the Titans.
GL Tovar and his alone is one of the reasons why this team can just constantly move on in. They're going in, they're taking a minimal amount of damage, and Alone is in the back line, just dropping that Blessing of the Sun, the Radiance, all her healing abilities, just to keep the sustain and the pressure available, and it doesn't seem like the blue team has an answer just yet, David.
All right, you see Notvert there getting caught up in his barrage. That's the ultimate ability of Rollins, where he fires that massive assault of bullets. He gets taken down. He's out for 3 more seconds. We see Bao using his pull ability. That wears off, so he's able to pick up the Relic, but not before Bones is quickly there to take him out and fire, forcing that fumble. And now we see that Knocknaz is out for 7 seconds on, I'm sorry, Tovar's out for 7 seconds. We got Yinmute out for 12 seconds. People are dying left and right here, Rich. I can't keep track.
Yes, this is the balance of the actual equipment styles of these two teams. Finestio Relic definitely committing to more DPS, more instant feedback in terms of what's going to happen. But now, Bao with an opportunity to score in. Doesn't have anybody to toss to. I don't even think he needs anyone. Can he do it? Oh my
look at
God!
That! The full one-man wrecking machine!
He is the best. Look at that. He's
Look
like,
at that, Bao!
yeah, sending out emails to his opponents saying you are free now. Bao is here to play.
Bao, look at that. That is just sheer will right there. He is like, I am not going to let my team get 3-0'd. That is not happening on my watch.
So, Finestio Relic now showing some life on the board. Just showing off and justifying why these equipment buys on Yinmute and Thrill House are going to pay. And now Knocknaz as well as catching up in terms of the build. Bao going for a more split buy, just trying to be reactive, and I think that was a good choice from him. Let's see what happens though. We're in round 3.
Bao buying a lot, Knocknaz bought a lot of buildable destruction with the bombs. What's up with that?
It's one of those things where we're starting to see some offensive buildables come in from the Cadables. It was starting to become a problem, especially when it was coming in from GL Tovar and his Healing Shrine. You got to take that out of the equation, move on forward, turn the fight in your favor, and great call by Knocknaz on that one.
Here we see Knocknaz getting caught up in the Eldorado slide, stopped in the middle of the action. Here comes Bones using the dash ability to just dash over the crevice there. Nice move. We're back at the Relic, getting closer and closer to the Finestio Relic's base. But there it's caught in the middle of that circle of spite. That is Bones' favorite thing to do.
No.
And there goes Otterhead using his back toss, tossing Bao up in the air, but it's battle of the tanks. Who's gonna win the tanky fight? Doesn't matter, you got Bones throwing it! You gotta keep an eye on Bones!
Alona a little bit too far back. Thrill House was the last line of defense if it wasn't Alona, but watch this replay.
As we watch this amazing move of Bones using the dash, throwing it in, give a quick shout out to Oompa Oompa 1! Thanks for watching Breakaway, buddy.
So we're jumping into it. Potential game points here on El Dorado in favor of the Cadables, but this is what I was talking about. The late game is usually something that you have to wait for, but somehow the Cadables were able to do it, and look at the difference in net worth, 33,000 versus 26. The way that gold works is that you get to buy cool equipment, your characters get stronger, and the Cadables definitely have it in their favor. They're definitely in favor to win this round right now.
Yeah, you saw Yinmute just run right past Bones. I'm not sure, maybe he still had that Chewbacca mask on, but he quickly course corrected, and thankfully the Relic's still back in midfield. Bao doing everything he can just to kind of fend off the attack. Definitely feels like Bao is carrying this team right now. Knocknaz and Thrill House and Yinmute, they got to just pull it together. Like, you're playing against the Cadables, you know it's going to be a tough match. Don't get set up by being upset about previous matches. You got to live in the now, play it now, and be really, really just in the moment. We see Bao with control of the Relic now. He's up at the top by himself.
Oh.
Tovar takes it out. He's on a breakaway, but what a great job by Knocknaz and Thrill House to stop that action. That was basically a guaranteed point. Beautiful effort there. And now we see Knocknaz in the mix, getting caught up there with Otterhead. You see Otterhead using Rib Splitter, trying to move some guys away. Bao getting into the mix. And now we see the Relic moving back to midfield. Great job of saving the day there with Finestio Relic.
Just call me Bao, playing that frontline tank that he needs to be. But I like the exchange and damage that's coming in. And it's definitely working in the favor for people on Finestio Relic. They just have to continue to push, continue to fight. Let's see if they can do this. Thrill House is definitely winning a lot of the 1v1 fights that are happening in the backline between himself and Not Vert. So good on him.
Otterhead with control of the Relic, jumped up in the air, did get the fumble, but now Bones has it. Bones gives it over to Otterhead. Now we got Tovar picking up the Relic. This could be it. Otterhead with control of the Relic, loses it. You got Tovar now with it, goes back to Bones. Bones up left side. Bones gets shut down as the Relic gets fumbled, and Yinmute saving the day, clearing the Relic, but the Relic gets caught up in that circle of spite, forcing you to get some extra slowdown if you're on Finestio Relic, crossing into it. But thankfully, Bao was able to quickly get out of it. And now we see Yinmute with control of the Relic. The Relic is now changing momentum. I think this is the first time we've seen pressure go on the other side against the Cadables. But quickly, Tovar is able to counteract that, passes it upfield to Bones, and now the Relic's back in midfield.
Everyone in the Cadables is just showing off the power of passing. They're gaining so much ground in each one of these successful passes that no matter what advantage that Finestio Relic is able to push, they're able to just push back on that and move forward. And again, pressure coming in now from Cadabbles.
Tovar passing it back to Bones. Bones gets a quick fumble, but quickly picks up his own fumble. He's gonna, I thought he was going the Eldorado slide, decides to pass it. He passes it, unfortunately, into the hands of Bao, and now you got Bao in the middle, inside his own healing ability from, who we got now? We got Nagnaz, the Blessing of the Sun. Thank you, Rich. Blessing of the Sun, that's that green circle you saw. Bao get inside, that's giving him extra health. That's the ultimate ability of Alona, who's played by Nagnaz on the blue team.
So we're starting to see some fighting game skills coming in from Just Calling Me Bao. Who is a fighting game player, but he's just dueling so well in this. His positioning, his spacing, the timing for knowing when the cooldowns are coming up are all starting to come together, and no one is able to hold the relic for more than a second, and I like how they're capitalizing on it. The blue team now coming out of base, hopefully with a chance to move on forward. Territory win is in play now, David.
That's right, Rich. We're down to 35 seconds left to go. That yellow line is in the center of the map. That is your line of scrimmage. You need to cross that line before time ticks over. Wherever the relic falls, whoever's base is closest to, the other side will get the win. We may not get to see it, though, because Bone's doing a great job of pushing in penetration inside to finesse your relic's base. They are getting closer and closer. 18 seconds left to go. 16, 15. Will we see territory in effect? Can Yin Mute take the relic and cross the line the other way? It looks like Thrillhouse is going to have the opportunity. It goes to Otterhead. Otterhead just needs to hold on for 5 more seconds. Here comes Thrillhouse, last attempt. Does not able to get it. You got Yin Mute trying to force it. Not going to happen. That's the Cadabbles taking away game 2.
Game 2 results in a 3-2-1 round victory for the Cadabbles. Again, amazing play, super hard pressure, but we got to see a little bit of play from Finessio Relic. They won that one round with Bao. He got his superpower activated, but it was quickly ignored by everybody in the Cadabbles as they focused back on their strategy, rushed that Relic forward, and almost gave no options for Finessio Relic, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the cameras over on Finessio Relic. You see Bao talking quickly to Thrillhouse, trying to figure out how do we get out of this? What's the strategy here? Because we're not winning on team fights. We're not winning on passing and rushing. I mean, look at the stats, Rich.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about one of the big stats that definitely has my attention, and that's the healing done from GL Tovar. This team moves forward. You have Notvert going into the back line, going in, exchanging HP, and look at that. 16,000 HP healed back to the team. To fill you guys in general, the characters that we have range from HP of 325 going up to close to 400, and they would have to purchase equipment in order to raise it up. But 16,000 when your character has 300 HP just shows that GL Tovar is doing work.
Yeah, I mean, and again, look at even the healing of Naknaz was great. But the problem is, if you're just healing your team, that's the beauty of Tovar. Tovar can heal, but he also can run and rush. And that's the thing, right? Like Simon, I love Simon, you're my boy, but he's a little one-dimensional right now because their team is always playing on their heels.
We're live, David. He has feelings. No, I mean, GL Tovar has this, he's got this cool string. He would throw the relic, dash to it, and sunburst the opponents. The sunburst is going to force a launch, and then all the characters around him that get hit have to recover. That's way more recovery than actually just getting hit, and he's moving the relic forward, and every single time he does it, he's got Bones behind him, but we're back on Atlantis, where this definitely, I just feel like this is a map where Cadabbles are just so strong, David. Standard builds across the board, not Verth going for that demolition. No buildables will stand in this way, and now the camera's on Thrillhouse and the rest of the team. Let's see what happens for round number 1.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Rich, we are back at Atlantis. Atlantis, definitely a map that favors rushing, which means it favors the Cadabbles. You have Otterhead switching back to Black Knight, so I wonder if this is a stable in their arsenal now, where Otterhead is Black Knight on Atlantis and Thorgrim on Eldorado. We'll see if that trend continues as we see the next time we see Cadabbles, we'll be in the finals, and they will be playing the same team they're playing today in Finessio Relic.
Otterhead finally getting vengeance and revenge for his friend, able to knock off Just Call Me Bao. Just Call Me Bao getting a lot of ring outs that last game, but we're jumping into it. 3 minutes left. Double buffs go over to the red team. Cadabbles now with armor increase as well as 3,000 gold to help him in the rest of the round.
All right, you have Notvert taking lead, rushing on his own. He quickly falls victim, though, so I don't think we're going to see Notvert rushing anymore. But he is going to give a quick shout-out to OG2. Thanks for watching Breakaway, buddy. We're down here with 3 minutes left to go. This is Game 3. If the Cadabbles win this one, they will 1-2-3 their way to victory yet again. and we will see them in the finals as the only team to ever maintain an undefeated streak into a finals match of a Breakaway Office League.
I feel like this team is evolving every single round, David. We were talking about their running capabilities, but now they're winning in these team fights, which is just an amazing showcase of variety. But now Otterhead and team and Nonford are able to go in, but Gio Tovar's in jail.
Tovar caught in jail, and yes, it is a death sentence.
So while that happens, Thrill House moving forward, trying to deal with the duel of Bones. At any point, he could detach and just almost one-shot him at this point. But now, Bao maintaining that frontline position, trying to move the Relic on forward with the team.
All right, you got Tovar throwing it back upfield. He gets caught up by Thrill House, though. Thrill House just keeps moving back line. That's a great way to play Alona. Stay in the back line and just keep picking people off with the Relic. You see Tovar now with the Relic gets caught up by Bao's big-ass axe. As we see action happening now, moving in forward back to midfield. Tovar with control of the Relic, throws it up there to Notfurt, firing off his barrage. And there you see a nice move of Burden of Sin rather. Again, the firing off of those Ravens. They can silence you, they can damage you. Again, multifaceted character you see in Morgan Le Fay.
That's really one of the big things that this team has. They have the slows, they have the silence, and that's all being brought in by Bones. But somehow, even through all those things, this guy is still moving in and rushing, making it almost hard to understand what to do to counter this team. But now, Bones moving on in. Let's see if he can do it. Look at the duel between him and Just Call Me Bao on the bottom side of the screen. Let's see what happens.
All right, you have Notvert there, getting in the mix briefly, though. And look at that. Beautiful job there by Thrill House activating the Hole Buster. That's the ultimate ability of Anbani. Excuse me. You have Thrill House, again, leading the charge now. He's on his own breakaway. Thrill House. Can anyone catch up to Thrill House? He's going for it. Here it comes, but oh, there is...
Oh, my God!
Bones, but a nice pass up to Bao. Bao, can he go from downtown? No, it gets stopped, and Bones picks up the Relic. And there's Notfurt there to clear it, but he gets topped off it. The Relic's still in scoring position. Thrill House from downtown. No, it gets intercepted. And Bao on the second attempt.
So Bao with his second score in the same exact way that he did for the first. And you got to admit that everybody in the Cadaples were just complimenting that score. They were even clapping for Bao. Great show of play, and look at that rebound. Just Call Me Bao. Second point. They're here to play, David.
Yeah, they're staying alive, man. They are not going to go quietly into this good night. We are back here. First blood done on Game 3 from Frenesio Relic. They are down 2-0, so they need to win every single game moving forward. This is a best-of-5 series. If the Cadabos win this one, they will go into the finals as the only undefeated team.
We're starting to see a big difference in net worth right now. That 12,800 versus 19,600 is definitely going to pay off for the players on the red team Cadabbles, as they're going to be able to purchase equipment. But that doesn't stop skill. And that's what Just Call Me Bao and team are showing, that it doesn't matter what equipment you have, my skill will persevere through, and Thrill House and team now moving on forward.
You have the Relic happening back to midfield. Thrill House with control of the Relic. Goes up right side there. You have Tovar doing some great defense there. He takes a little sacrifice of health, though, but he's able just to stop things, waiting for Bones to get in position. Bones missed on the Burden of Sin. That was the flock of Ravens that went there for Bao. Bao quickly avoided it, but he uses his silence ability, though, of Morgan Le Fay to silence Bao for a moment of time, not letting Bao use his items and uses the ultimate abilities. So again, the Relic now going closer and closer to finesse your Relic space.
This is one thing I'm noticing. Thrill House is changing his positioning. He's moving on the front line, just chasing out all these additional people. However, right now he's in the back. He wants to be that support guy, but we're starting to see more aggression from Thrill House, being paired up with Just Call Me Bao, but it's working. And Bones, quick to take advantage.
Bones throws a nice pass up there midfield. And we see Thrill House doing a good job sliding, gaining the extra momentum. Tries to get it back to midfield, but quickly the Cadabos close in there, trying to stop that action. You got Tovar with control of the Relic, throws it back just to gain a little bit more ground. As we see Bones right there on top of the Relic like he's been doing all night. And there it is, a battle of the Black Knights between Otterhead and Bao. Who's going to come out on top? It doesn't matter because you got Bones with the Relic going left side. Nice pass up to Notfurt. Notfurt could score right here.
Jukes.
Notfurt doing some jukes. Here comes Notfurt, but quickly teleporting in is Knocknaz, and that's just it. That one move there quickly delayed it, but here comes Bones on the second attempt, dashing it in.
That dash that he did was completely invincible, basically free, but only granted to those that have good spaces.
I'm going to give a quick shout out to All Right Buzz and Freezing Wreck. Thank you for watching Breakaway.
If if you haven't already, hit that follow button. I've heard rumors that it makes you taller and smarter. But we're jumping into round 3. Yin Mute already at level 4 with that demolition item. Something to match his level 30 opponent on the other side, which is not Bert, who's looking mighty strong, already having 1 level in terms of equipment advantage. And look at this duel over here by the gold buff. Who wants that 3,000 gold? Let's see. And the winner is Yin Mute.
Whoa. Look at that.
Again, it's not about the equipment all the time. It's all about the skill. And
Bones! Quickly taking him to school right there. That is a quick thing. You have to keep your eye on the relic at all times. For all of you watching Breakaway for the first time, Breakaway is a team battle sport, which is a 4v4 game. You have 3 ways to win in this game. The first way is you take that relic, that's the ball you see right there, and you bring it into your opponent's base, as Bones just did beautifully there. Second way to win is you annihilate your team, and every time you take down an opponent, they will respawn. If you wipe out the entire team before someone can respawn back, that is the second way you win in Breakaway. And the third way is a territory win by having that relic and bringing it closest to your opponent as time ticks down. We have 4-minute rounds. We're down to 3 minutes and 55 seconds left to go. Whatever you know, someone will always come out on top in Breakaway. If the Cadabbles, which are the red team, if they can pull off this round win, they will be the champions here of Throwdown Thursday Office League Season 3 Week 9, and we'll see them again in the finals as they will play this same team, Finesse Your Relic. Both teams undefeated coming up to tonight. Both teams have clinched their spot in the finals. This is sort of a precursor to the inevitable, which you will see on June 15th, which is your chance to play Breakaway by signing up for the alpha on playbreakaway.com/alpha.
Just call me bound, now in position to move things forward. Nobody to really accompany him that time, but Yin Mute is starting to come in. And look at the chase onto Geo Tovar. Eliminate the healer, move on forward. Seems to be their game plan. And now Thrill House joining the squad.
Thrill House throwing the relic, getting it closer and closer to their base, but there's Tovar teleporting in there with a Lona, but very low on health. Tovar's got a fraction of health left. You can tell there by the red bar at the top of the right screen. And someone's caught in jail there. It's Yin Mute playing as Rollins, and he takes out Tovar.
Tovar not there to assist Bones this time, and Bones very low in HP. Yin Mute now with a chance to score. Can he do it?
No, he can't. Bones stopping it, but Bones almost going down, but give it up for Tovar for firing the Blessing of the Sun. Every warrior in Breakaway has an ultimate ability. Tovar's playing as Alona, our healer. Her ultimate ability is firing off this aura of health that gives everybody who's standing inside on your team health. Here comes Tovar with the save again. And Bao's team with Finesse Your Relic, they're unable to get it inside that red portal. That's where you want to go, guys. You see Bones with control of the relic, passes it up to Otterhead playing as the Black Knight, another tank character here in Breakaway. As we see Thrill House throwing the relic upfield, Knocknos has control of it now. The relic goes back in the wrong direction for Finesse Your Relic. Again, they are playing on the blue side, and Cadabbles are on the red team. We see Notbert with control of the relic, gives it off to Tovar. Tovar gets hit. All it takes is one hit when you have the relic for you to force a fumble. Tovar taking up the second floor. Let's get a little quiet here. Tovar, what's he going to do? He's going to charge up his throw, Rich.
Charging up the throw and pass it back to himself, getting that interception. And now Bones just spending a little time in Rollins' jail, trying to hang out.
Little time in jail. Yin Mute using the Barrage ultimate ability to perform that death sentence there on Bones. He'll be back in 4 seconds. Don't worry, everybody. As we see Bao with control of the relic, he's again forces that fumble. It just takes one hit to force a fumble. As Otterhead with control of the relic, he's forced the fumble. And now the relic's just going up and down. But Tovar, beautiful pickup. Timing that elevator beautifully. He uses the dash ability. This could be it. Tovar!
This team is the best. This team is absolutely ridiculous, and they are your winners for Week 9's Throwdown Thursday here for Breakaway, as they won 3 games straight versus Misty Jam's team of Finesse Your Relic.
I don't think that the Cadabbles have ever lost a game here in the Office League Season 3. Well, the good news, if you are Miss DJM, who's the GM, watching her Finesse Your Relic team get their first defeat, the good news is, Rich, that they will be back. We will see them on June 15th play the same team. And I know for a fact, I was talking about earlier today, I know that he has strategies that he did not want to unleash today that he was saving for the finals. Whereas I cannot say the same thing about the Cadabbles, because the Cadabbles play the same way every single time we see them, which is rush, 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 pass, rush.
I mean, we did see a lot of rushing, but we also got to see a lot of team fighting, the disruptive nature of not for just charging people in. And again, it just kept everyone on Finesse Your Relic in this loop of like, what do we do against these guys? Do we play D? Do we fight? And the second that they got caught scrambling, bam, you have somebody like Bones, you have Tovar scoring it in, and it was solid.
Rich, this is potentially your last broadcast. I don't think they will mind. What advice can you give to Miss DJM and her team? How do they beat the Cadabbles?
The strongest point that I've seen that existed on the Cadabbles was their healer, GL Tovar. He's offensive. He knows how to play D. Eliminate him from the squad. This way, you and your team can push forward with your strategies. At that point, you could start to pick and just pull together with whatever strategies you decide on. But I think right now, they're just falling victim to the endless amount of HP that exists for every single one of these rushes. And that's because Tovar is moving forward.
All right, there you have it. For all of us here at Amazon Game Studios Orange County, you have been watching Breakaway. We are here live every single Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. You can catch us on twitch.tv/PlayBreakaway, which you probably are on right now, so make sure you hit that heart. That's the follow button. Hit it up on all our other social channels, facebook.com/PlayBreakaway, at PlayBreakaway on Twitter, and of course, PlayBreakaway, youtube.com/PlayBreakaway. That's the signs, man. We have a great play test for everybody. If you want to play Breakaway, your chance will start on June 15th. All you got to do is go over to www.playbreakaway.com/alpha, sign up. Everyone who registered May 5th and earlier is automatically in on the June 15th playtest, and we will do subsequent playtests shortly thereafter, potentially on a weekly basis, but I don't want to quite commit to that quite yet. But so definitely make sure you sign up because it will be in the order in which you sign up. So if you sign up today, you got a good chance of getting in very shortly after the June 15th date. Rich, I am personally going to miss you. I want you to have this special gift just from me to you. It's one of these awesome Black Knight statues.
Love it. This is one of my favorite things, and I heard that you're going to be giving out all of these to the people somehow. So stay tuned. These things are really awesome. So a big shout out and thanks to everybody on Breakaway. Again, I love this game, and I'm hoping to see you guys on the 15th. I'll be playing the game as much as you won't be seeing me over here, but I'm a supporter of the game. I'm a supporter of the studio. I love the community. This is not the end of Filthy Rich and Breakaway. We'll be seeing more of me, but in terms of the casting desk, this is my last broadcast for this week.
All right, buddy. Well, from all of us here, Rich, thank you. Thank you guys for watching. You will see us again next week, 5 o'clock sharp, on an all-new Throwdown Thursday. From all of us here, from Filthy Rich, I'm Mr. Sill. We'll see you all next week. An upset like we did last season, Mike.
Well, let's
you know
think
that quite well, don't you?
I do know that quite well. Thank you for bringing that up.
Every time I can, I will.
But you know what? There's always an opportunity within this league for people to rise and just grasp the moment. You know, there's always an undefeated team. Everyone has their squirrel posse that can be defeated. And that's what I'm looking for from Feed Me More in this instance. They got a veteran team, so.
That is very inspirational. And you know who else is inspirational? Icon with this week's Relic Room. But before we get to that, we are going to introduce the Alpha.
Oh, I love this.
We talked about that last week, and this is your chance, ladies and gentlemen. You wanted to play Breakaway, now you get to play Breakaway. So if you have signed up to play Breakaway at playbreakaway.com/alpha, prior to May 5th, you will get this opportunity on June 15th. So you will get all of your Breakaway excitement happening starting June 15th. And for those of you who maybe didn't register or you forgot to register, it's okay. Never too late to hit up that website. Click on the register, give us your email. We will add you to the list, and we will be rolling out future playtests in the weeks to come following June 15th in very short succession. So don't worry, we're not going to take another long extended journey in the unknown. We will be cranking out these playtests very quickly following the June 15th playtest. So without further ado, it's time to get Throwdown Thursday started. We do that one way, folks, and that's by giving a quick shout-out to ASUS, the official monitor and system provider for Breakaway. ASUS and the VG248QE, it's a 24-inch monitor well-known in the competitive scene and esports for its 144 Hz refresh rate with 1 millisecond response time. And, of course, you have that G11 desktop. It sheds light on uncompromising performance. This powerful machine allows you to play Breakaway without sacrificing your gameplay experience and giving you the ability to stream in the best possible quality. Mike, you mentioned those inspirational words. there's someone else who I teased a little bit earlier who is also inspirational. That man is Icon. It is time for the Relic Room.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special Fields edition of the Relic Room. I'm your host, Icon. There's been a lot of pressure on a lot of these teams as of late. We're going to be seeing a lot of these storylines come to an end. Tonight, we have Miss DJM here with her team, Finesse Your Relic. It's her first time on the show. They're trying to really, finesse their way to the finals. So welcome. Mr. Flipped Up, welcome back. He's over here trying to stay afloat, trying to do everything in his power, from the power of his tiny, tiny hands, to keep from having his team to change careers. Miss DJM, we'll start with you. How are you feeling about tonight's games?
I'm feeling pretty confident about it. We're going in 2-0, but at the same time, I'm still really, really nervous. It still can be anybody's game, and I just hope my guys, play their best and show them what they've been showing everybody else the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's a real feels bound, man, to be honest with you. I'm sure it'll be a close series, though, and I'm looking forward to see what you guys bring to the table, as always. Flipped, my man. What's going on in that head of yours? What do you think is going to happen tonight, my dude?
I'm trying really not to think too much about what's going to happen, and also try not to think about what has happened. We could look at the score and see that we're 0-2, but I really hope that doesn't cloud the mind of my team, and they could just focus and go in with a clear mind and focus and just play the game.
Yeah, I don't blame you, my dude. Well, it seems like we're all kind of stressed out here. Hopefully you guys are doing okay in Twitch chat and everything else. So in preparation for this, we've made a video. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Hopefully we'll get some inspiration out of that. Try to get inspired. Tired.
This is the old you, the past you, the 2016 you, falling off the map, dropping the relic, not passing the ball.
This is the new you, denying the scores, making the plays. We are going to dunk. We can style on them. We're going to get off the couch and actually towards the goal.
Be the champions you know you can be.
We can do it, fams.
Team fights.
Don't pull a Nova.
We have learned from our mistakes. We have become stronger. We are awesome. We are
Family.
If we work together, if we can just pull through, we can become
Legendary.
Well, that hit me a little bit too hard in the feels. I really didn't see that one coming, to be honest with you. Oh, man. Can someone else take over?
All right, I'll go ahead and wrap things up here. DJ, did you have any last words before we start tonight's matches?
Yeah, get starved, bro.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and send it back to you guys at Amazon Game Studios. This has been another episode of The Relic Room, and we'll see you guys out there. And cut. Get started?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
There you have it, Mike. The softer side of Icon, crying a little bit, getting emotional in his own video. He was doing a lot of words of encouragement. Do you think those words of encouragement are for Team Feed Me More?
Absolutely. Like I said, we have 2-0 versus 0-2. David and Goliath. We want to see those, that energy just pour out to Feed Me More. That's so they can go for that win, because I know how great it felt last season when the Berserkers got it over the Squirrel Posse, and this is a decisive time for them to try to get that win.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing here, Mike, is the fact that not only does this team pull off an upset if they win, but if Team Feed Me More is able to win, they still have a shot at the finals.
It's a long shot, but it's a shot nonetheless.
I'm telling you, there's a chance, all right?
There is a chance.
So here's what needs to happen. Team Feed Me More needs to win this week. Next week, the Cadabbles, they need to defeat Miss DJM and Finesse Your Relic. And then the following week, we get to see Team Feed Me More go up against Panda Fury, and obviously they need to win that one. So if those three things happen, we're seeing the Cadabbles and Feed Me More in the finals.
But I'm also seeing this clash of the Titans. I'm seeing Finesse Your Relic come up against the Cadabbles, and they desperately need to get this win to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, well, that is true. And what's also interesting is next week, it's the Cadabbles versus Team Finesse Your Relic. It could potentially, if this happens, if Finesse Your Relic wins this week, next week will be a pretty good preview for what you can expect to see in the finals. So let's introduce Team Finessio Relic. Kicking it off for Finessio Relic is the man himself, the man who wants to go by no other name. Just call him Bao.
Bao, what can we say about Bao? He knows every character in the game. He's super dominant with tanks and damage dealers. If you see him smiling at you, that means you probably already lost.
Oh, there's that signature throat slash.
So dominant when he plays. Oh, my goodness. I hate this man. He's so good. And the pick coming in with the Black Knight. Now, we're going to start everything on Atlantis, which is our faster, more like team running kind of map. So my expectation is a lot of disruption from Just Call Me Bao.
All right, there you have it. In the number 2 chair, the man of many hoodies, loves to rep the earphones. He's wearing 2 pieces right now. Repping Breakaway and Twitch, it is Knocknaz.
You know, Finessio Relic has a strong place in my heart because at least 2 members on this team I played with last year, and Knocknaz was one of them. Fantastic healer. He's a character specialist, so I'm expecting to see Alona come through with his pick.
And there she is.
Fantastic. We can see a lot of backline heals and a lot of opportunity that he's going to take to pick up the Relic when no one's looking and try to push in for a score.
Yeah, it's important to note, Knocknaz is one of 4 people on the dev team who is definitely in the high-flying Alona club. You got Knocknaz, you got GL Tovar, you got Old Rusty Robot, and, of course, everyone's favorite Alona player, Butter Beanie. So we will be interesting to see how that progresses. Knocknaz, you mentioned, has the ability to switch to other characters, so we'll see if he does that. But something tells me he's probably going to keep with what's working because he's got a powerful player in the number 3 chair next to him. It is the man who loves to chat with you on Discord. Give it up to Thrillhouse.
Thrillhouse, another guy I played with last season, fantastic at doing damage. I'm expecting an Ann Bonnie pick. This man is fantastic at shooters. He's incredible. He's dabbled with tanks a little bit, but we're already seeing the Black Knight pick. I expect more damage to be coming out of Thrillhouse.
And the pick is in. He is going with Ann Bonnie.
Yep, my brain was right there. I knew it. He's just going to start picking people away from the back line, building up a ton of attack damage, armor penetration, and on occasion, I might see him go for the Godspeed.
Ooh, will he be able to pull off the Godspeed? That will be an interesting scene to see. The other thing we want to see is how well our Breakaway 30 member for Finessio Relic is doing. The Breakaway 30 is someone who was brand new to Breakaway when we drafted them, so we gave them a score of 30. This time around, it is Yinmute.
You know what? Oh, my goodness. Stone
Look
Cold
how serious
Killer.
he is. Oof.
Oh, my God.
It's hard to be serious wearing that awesome Alice in Wonderland shirt, though.
That is a fabulous shirt. You know what? He was a 30-point pick, but he's developed fantastically over the course of this season. I'm expecting his Spartacus to come out, be disruptive, do damage, and he's been a ball hawk himself. I've seen a lot of relic scores come out of him lately.
Yep, pick is in, and you are right, Mike. He is also repping Spartacus.
So overall, very balanced team. I like their composition. They're going to take advantage of the running ability of these players. So pretty fantastic.
Yinmute doing a great job. Another person doing a great job is the coach of Finessio Relic. He is Mr. Blam.
Blam, no stranger to the game. Fantastic player. He actually plays a lot of Ann Bonnie, a lot of shooting characters. I expect him to be a fantastic coach. He never gets too down. He's very high-spirited. He's not going to yell at you when you screw up. He's going to give you that educational advice that you need to hear in order to be like this 2-0 undefeated team.
Now, I was seeing Blam give Knocknaz a little bit of a shoulder massage before we went on live, so it's interesting to see, like, Blam is willing to do whatever it takes to bring his team ready and get them into action.
You know what? He's a player's coach.
A man of the people.
Man of the people. Absolutely.
All right. Well, they have a pretty difficult work cut out for them. Unlike last week, I think this one could be a little bit of a closer match. You have Team Feed Me More. These guys, at least half the team, actually 3/4 of the team, but one of them's out, so it's half the team now, have made it to the finals and won last season, I should say. They are hungry for more. They need that win. Do they have the eye of the tiger this week? We'll soon find out. Give them some hype in chat, everybody. It is time to introduce Team Feed Me More in the leadoff spot. A man who normally likes to dress all fashionable, but today is a laundry day. Give it up for the Gucci Pants.
Yeah, Johnny Cash is looking great today and is all black. Typically, we see, a Thorgrim pick. Thorgrim specialist, really.
Yeah,
loves to ring people out. Loves to bring the pressure when he's just running downfield with a relic. So my expectation is Thorgrim unless he goes wild like he did one week with the Ann Bonnie. But no, we're going tank all day, baby.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the secret sauce of Gucci Pants, or the not-so-secret sauce, because he's all he plays. And I don't know why you would play anything else when you're that good with Thorgrim. So good job there, Gucci Pants. In the number 2 chair for Team Feed Me More, it is the Breakaway 30-member Kill Academy.
Insane. He
Wow.
wants to eat a lot today. He's feeling himself. You better look out on Finessio Relic. Typically, we see Kill Academy with the damage picks, so either Rollins, sometimes Ambani. I'm expecting more Rollins. Let's see what's going to happen here.
There it is, Mike Rollins.
So, death to your buildables and death to your back line.
Kill Academy's coming, and he's hungry. In the number 3 chair, the man who likes to be happy versus sad. Give it up for Zin Ramu.
Zin Ramu, he wants to be happy Ramu this week because of that 0-9 performance he put on a little while ago. I'm expecting him to really bring his A game today. He's got to be serious. He does not want to go 0-3. I'm looking for either a Spartacus pick, maybe even an Alona. We'll see.
Pick is in, and it is Spartacus. You are nailing it today, Mr. Willett.
I'm on fire. Let's hope I don't screw it up with the next one. But yes, this Spartacus pick doing damage to the back line, disrupting and trying to rush down.
And the number 4 chair for Team Feed Me More normally goes to Mr. M. Priest, but today he's out camping in Yosemite. Hopefully they get Twitch coverage there. So we have everyone's favorite fill-in, Combo Breaker.
Combo Breaker is fantastic. I think you can put him comparable to Bones as far as his Morgan play. The style is a little bit different, but he is solid, absolute expert. I'm expecting another Morgan. Would be shocked, but not surprised if I saw an Alona pick.
Here is Morgan. Well done, sir.
There we go. 8 for 8, Sil.
And that's why you're here, Mike.
That is. This is a solid composition. I love the pressure that Feed Me More can also deliver. I'm hoping that they've been concentrating on their passing game. When they pass, they're excellent. When they start to clump up and start to break down, that's when it all falls apart. So I'm really hoping that with this team comp and with the addition of Combo Breaker, they can really open up those lines.
All right, well, they got a great coach. So here he is, man. The man himself, D-Mac, Daniel McGowan.
McGowan, Rollins player, part of the Squirrel Posse that knows what it's like to be defeated when they're undefeated, I must say. But he's been helping out Kill Academy a great deal, being a Rollins player himself, giving him that expertise, that knowledge of just like how to control the back line, how to focus those buildables.
All right, so we're getting the game underway right now. This is a best-of-5 series, so we will see whoever wins 3 games will be the victor here tonight. We start out on Atlantis, as you mentioned. We will rotate to El Dorado following this matchup. Mike, what's the key to victory here? How would you coach Finessio Relic to lose, and more importantly, Team Feed Me More to win?
Finessio Relic, I wouldn't coach him to lose, but I say if they're going to lose, it's because they underestimated Feed Me More. Like, they're feeling themselves. They're on top of their game. I didn't see anything that's outlandish for them. Just don't underestimate Feed Me More. Priestley's not in, but Combo Breaker's a wild card right now. We haven't seen him play with this team, and he could bring a lot more energy.
All right, there is the backside of Atlantis. We are down to 4 seconds left to go as this match is looking like it's going to kick off. We may actually do a little reset there because that's a pretty interesting angle of Atlantis for you. But you gave some good advice there for Team Feed Me More. We know Miss DJM, she wants to get that undefeated streak. She wants to make it a battle of the Hawaiian Islands as they go into the finals there with Kalo versus Miss DJM. But I know that Flipped Up, he's my boy. I've played with Flipped Up in the alpha. I'll probably play with Flipped Up this weekend. Hopefully, we will see Flipped Up come up and take his team to give them at least one win here and make things a little bit more interesting as we round out the end of the Breakaway Office League Season 3.
Well, I apologize to bring a biased opinion to an unbiased discussion. I played with Kalo as well during that time period, and I played with him and the Prodigies. Oh, my goodness. Like, this isn't like a day one kind of like idea, the way that they bring this like offensive zone pressure. It's been building. It's just that passing game that they've adapted. So Kalo knew what he was doing when he selected those players. So next week, I'm saying I'd like to see Finessio Relic undefeated to go against an undefeated Cadavals. I'm excited at that prospect. Gets me all giddy.
All right, well, for everyone here who is new to Breakaway, thank you for watching us. Make sure you click the follow button. That's the heart up at the top of your screen. We'll do a shout-out momentarily, so give out your comments here. You want to get a shout-out here on Throwdown Thursday? Say hi. Say what's up to us. You are watching live here at Amazon Game Studios, Orange County. This is Breakaway. So, Mike, next week, You think it's going to be a battle of the juggernauts, huh? Clash of the Titans.
I do believe that. Even though, I got a soft spot in my heart for Zinrama. I've known this guy for a while. But,
I couldn't hear you. That was a mumble there.
the new lions must rise.
Ooh,
I want to see this new generation. We got guys like Yinmu, and then we have these crafty veterans. Plus, I'm going to be honest. I was a little bitter how we lost last season, so I like seeing my teammates. I like seeing Thrill House and Knock Knoz carry the torch and try to get it done.
Fair enough. I still like to root for the underdog. I got faith in Feed Me More. They came out there. They found their way to muscle themselves in the race to win and actually win the finals last season. They became Feed Me to Feed Me More. I think they will win some more today.
Well, unless they continue to go through this like post-Super Bowl slump, huh?
I think the sophomoritis is over. So we're going to cue things up here, just a little bit of technical stuff. Again, give us a shout out who you think is going to win. Give us the hashtag HappyRamu if you think Feed Me More is going to pull it off. The hashtag SadRamu if you think he's going to take that slow walk of shame to his desk, which is literally right behind me. We will see what happens, and we will treat if we can throw over to some of the socials. You can follow us on all of our social channels as well. So you want to go to Twitter, it's @PlayBreakaway, Facebook.com/PlayBreakaway, and, of course, the tubes of you, YouTube.com/PlayBreakaway. And, obviously, you can hit up our website at PlayBreakaway.com/alpha and sign up so you can play Breakaway starting June 15th and then in successive weeks. Mike, you excited about the playtest June 15th?
Oh, absolutely.
Who are you going to play with first? If you got to pick a roster of community people, who would you choose on your team?
Let's see. Probably Kalo's my number one. A Potent Beast, he's been solid. I've been playing a little bit with him. Definitely the Prodigies.
The DEF CON
with
5.
them.
We have not heard of DEF CON 5 in a while.
You know what? They got to be out of school by then, right, boys? I mean, it's the summer.
I'm not sure how it works. Like, California tends to be a little up in the air.
Right.
So we will see if Papa Smurf makes his appearance, rather. Makes his face. I don't know what that means, but that's okay. So he will make his appearance into the Alpha in June 15th. I know Mac and Jeeves will be there. I'm looking forward to playing with some Mac and Jeeves, playing with Flipped Up, getting the band back together. Maybe Full Metal will join us this time around. That's who I'm looking forward to playing in Breakaway. I got to tear it up as Rollins, and I got to play a little bit more of Jara. Jara is my personal favorite. Played a lot of her early on before we released her. Definitely go a little too aggressive with Jara. That tends to be my strategy is jump in there, die. But, we'll work on that.
Got to be very careful with that character. She doesn't have a solid defensive option getting out because her defense basically is stealth. So you need to come from the shadows, do a full burst on somebody, and then bail. Because if you ever get cornered, like Black Knight will just pull her back in and no more Jara.
Yeah, no more Jara. So look at that. All right. Well, we have some pretty high stakes going on right now. We have a matchup ready to go. I think it's time, folks. You've been waiting patiently. We have been appreciative of that. We are going into Atlantis. It is looking like we are still going to be stretching some more, actually. So we are going out of Atlantis. All right, well.
So, Mr. Sill, I believe everyone in June will want to spend some of their time outside, but really, come on. You know where you want to be.
You don't want to be outside in the sun getting burnt, dealing with humidity. You want to be inside in an air-conditioned room playing some Breakaway.
Breakaway is like SPF 1000.
Absolutely.
It'll protect you from that evil sun. You can play more and more.
There you go.
It's fantastic. You get to play with Berserker
All
Mike.
right, let's do this, Mike. Let's go through the characters. So you're getting ready for June 15th. You are our resident expert here on Breakaway. I'm going to go through the characters. You're going to tell me which character personality fits this person. So
I love
if you
this
like
game.
this kind of play style, you should play this character. So I'm going to shout out a character. You tell me the type of person who should pick that character. So, Spartacus.
Oh, my goodness. Do you like shot calling? Do you just like running in, doing like a ton of damage? Who would it be? Dave V, sort of, yeah. Yeah, sometimes you can go a little bit too YOLO, but that's okay. He's got enough health to survive.
So the YOLO player?
I'd say a little bit of the YOLO player. Actually, if I was super YOLO, it depends. If you're YOLO and like doing damage, and you think like, oh, I'm the best, I go Spartacus. If you're like one of those guys like, I want to help people out, and I love the pressure, I don't really do a lot of combos or attack damage, then I might go with like Black Knight or maybe Thorgrim.
I don't think there's anybody who has the attitude of, yeah, man, I want to go help somebody.
I don't know. I think Knock Knox is one of those kind of people like.
Well, he's a helper, but he's not like, oh, yeah, I want to help somebody.
Oh, I've
the
seen
aggression.
Oh, yeah.
You don't see the aggressive helpers.
He
is what I'm trying
brings
to
that.
get at.
He definitely brings that.
I don't know. He's that sort of silent, mysterious, I will help you. But it's not.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
my terrible French accent.
It's very terrible. So
All
we're
right.
looking at.
So
and
you
Bonnie.
mentioned Alona. So
Oh,
Alona
yeah.
is more of definitely the support character.
But what's nice about the way Breakaway works is any character that you choose can make a play.
That's true.
Passing,
Butterbeanie.
scoring. Yeah, you've seen it. Butterbeaning is amazing. Probably like one of the best player on her team.
Probably one of the best players on
in the
team.
league. Yeah, in the league. So you can see how no matter who you choose, you have an opportunity to be the hero, to be the MVP, to really push your team over the edge.
All right, so let's take it to slightly different because it sounds like we're almost ready to go here. If you're a new player to Breakaway, who's a good character to learn, well-rounded? Like you're going to go in there, maybe you melt a little bit, maybe you die, but all in all, like first character, who's the first person you pick?
I would pick Spartacus, Thorgrim, or Black Knight. Very solid picks. You'll learn the mechanics. If you want to be more shooting focused, I would choose like an Anne Bonnie or an Alona.
All right, let's get this party started. Here we are in Atlantis. You got the builds are in, Mike. What do these builds tell us?
So I'm starting to see some equipment coming in. You see that bomb that's over there on Yinmoot? That's actually demolition. So he's going to do more attack damage on other players' buildables. Buildables are those constructs that you see Thrill House putting down. Every character can lay down one buildable per round, whether it's defense or offense or help support their team. Here we go with Combo Breaker on the move.
Oh, Combo Breaker! Look at that!
Was
He
the-
doesn't even take a breath and he's scoring.
No one's paying attention. Look at that. All by himself. Look at that, Sil.
By him. I mean,
No, that's very terrible. But Combo Breaker wasn't. Fantastic score. And I'd say a shock to the system.
Yeah,
Finessio Relic was unprepared.
that's a wake-up call there for Finessio Relic. Bam! Get with the program, man. Can't let that happen.
Oh, what a confidence builder going in against this undefeated team. I barely had time to talk about equipment last time. You see the swords, that's attack damage. Your character's going to do more base attack damage. The boots, that's movement speed. Your overall speed's going to increase when you're not holding the relic.
All right, here we see Combo Breaker again with the Relic going in for that early rush. You mentioned him playing a lot like Bones. We certainly saw it there. We will see momentarily if we see it again. Combo Breaker does get his stop there. Thrill House doing a great job taking down Combo Breaker, just stalling him enough. And as we see, unfortunately, Thorgrim goes down on Feed Me More. Very uncharacteristic to see Gucci Pants take such a misstep like that. But we're following Bao right now as he takes the second story out of Atlantis. Bao doing a good job juking away from Kill Academy. He does throw the Relic, which gets intercepted by Zenramu. Zenramu with control of the Relic, and now Gucci Pants has it. Going up on the other side, he throws it forward just to gain more ground. Thrill House picks up the interception, tosses it over, but now it's caught by Zenramu, and the battle is happening midfield here with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in round 2, game 1.
That's right, Mr. Sil. We're actually seeing both teams collapse very, very well on the relic. So neither team is allowing the other to get deep penetration as we in the middle of this second round.
All right. There are 3 ways to win in Breakaway, Mike. The first way is you just saw it with Combo Breaker. You take that Relic and you bring it into your opponent's relay. That's the portal. That's the number 1 way to win in Breakaway. The other way to win is a team wipe. So you'll see the character portraits up on the top of the screen. As you see the little bars under below them, that is their health bars. When those go all the way down to black, as you just saw with Spartacus going down on Feed Me More, he's out for 7 seconds. If they're able to take out the entire team while they're all on respawn, you will get the second way to win. The third way to win we'll talk about as time ticks down with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in round 2.
So a lot of great offensive zone pressure that's being just established by Finessio Relic. They don't want anybody to move that Relic out of the way. Bao trying to get a pass towards the center, but Combo Breaker able to clear.
Yeah, good job there from the blue team with Combo Breaker. We see Combo Breaker taking the Relic, bringing it back to midfield. Again, he is the best fill-in we have here for the Breakaway Office League. So if we do a Season 4 with TEV members, you better believe Combo Breaker finally gets drafted because he is such an amazing player.
I think it was a shame that he wasn't picked this past season, but it was very hard for GMs as they only had a certain amount of points allocated. So they were trying to get the best possible pick they could. And I think some people just chose Bones over Combo Breaker or a couple other very strong picks.
There you see Combo Breaker again coming up the Relic in scoring position. He does get forced to fumble. Anytime you get hit when you hold that Relic, you will force a fumble and the Relic will pop out of your hands. So that is the way you were seeing a lot of this defense happening as you're seeing these range characters as Thrill House now takes the Relic, tries to make it forward there, but a nice move from Gucci Pants to stop it, but he gets pulled into Bao's epic vortex of the Black Knight.
And it looks like Yinmoot is on fire. And Thrill House trying to make a move, but he is shot down out of the air by Kill Academy. Some solid defense, but
Here comes
Knocknaw's trying to...
So Knocknaw's fallen just short there, but Yinmu with the rebound. No, he gets stopped short as well. Here comes Yinmu on the third attempt. He gives it up to Thrillhouse. Thrillhouse falls short, and we see someone's caught in jail in the distance there. Someone bail him out, but Zinramu is able to clear it, passes it upside to Combo Breaker, and now we're back at midfield with 58 seconds left to go. That yellow line is at the center of the arena. That is that line of scrimmage. You want to cross that line while time ticks out. When time goes to 0, wherever that relic falls on the side of the line, whoever base it's closest to, the other side will get the point. We have 45 seconds left to go. 2 members down there on Finesse Your Relic. Feed Me More with the full complement of players. They need to cross the line, and Zinramu finally is able to do so with 36 seconds left to go. If you are Feed Me More, you need to keep the relic in this zone in order to score. As time's going down now to 30 seconds, we have Gucci Pants dealing down damage to Just Call Me Bao, doing a good job of stalling as time is ticking away. Clock is rounding down. We see Thrillhouse now, 22 seconds left to go. He's trying to get that relic crossed. Thrillhouse crosses it with 18 seconds left to go. We're down to 15 seconds, 14 seconds, 13 seconds. This is looking good for Finesse Your Relic. Here comes Gucci Pants with a last minute dash. He throws it upfield, but there is perfect placement of Bao. Bao stops it. Here comes Knocknaws, saving the day with 2 seconds. 1 second. Give it up to Finesse Your Relic.
That was fantastic movement. Oh my goodness, Sil, what can I say? Feed Me More just could not keep up with the pace and the sustain that was coming out of Knocknaw's Alona play. It's fantastic stuff. They couldn't just withstand that pressure. They had slight advantages, but couldn't, just over that 30-second period, they just couldn't hold out long enough. And we see the buys starting to come in, and I actually saw Feed Me More did secure the gold buff, giving their team overall more gold, and we're already starting to see Tier 4 items being built. We saw Tier 4 demolition on the Rollins from Feed Me More.
And there we see Knocknaws there, doing a good job, as you mentioned, Mike, healing his team as Combo Breaker's going up for the push, the quiet, stealthy push there up the left side. Combo Breaker does a nice pass downfield. Combo Breaker does get stopped, though, by Yin Mute, doing a great job of taking that relic back to midfield. Yin Mute on a breakaway. Yin Mute doing a good job passing to himself, using the no retreat as an offensive weapon to gain more ground, but he does get stopped, forced to use his retribution. That is the ultimate ability of Spartacus there when he leaps up in the air with the swords and slams back down. Here we see Gucci Pants with a good job getting that rebound, taking it back to midfield, but not until Thrillhouse gets in the action to stop his assault. And there's Gucci Pants again trying to get further, but he is just getting stopped in action. This team is doing a great job containing Gucci Pants in his rush.
There's a great collapse, and I can see him start to pair off in 2v2s on Finesse Your Relic, and you can see Just Call Me Bao looking for opportunities to advance the relic while drawing attention to himself.
As you mentioned it, here comes Bao going left side there. There's the Gucci wall, potentially getting better.
Oh my
Godspeed! You called it,
goodness!
Mark. You said Thrillhouse was going to do the Godspeed. He sure did. Watch this in the replay.
But a pass to Godspeed, that I hadn't seen yet. That was fantastic. This is some coordination. Look at that
the Thrillhouse
above.
alley-oop.
Oh my goodness. That's, you know what, that's an evolution right there.
That is definitely an evolution of the Godspeed. We didn't name that after Thrillhouse. It's the Thrillhouse toss, if you will. Unbelievable move there. Jumps up in the air, gets the pass from the Black Knight and Bao, and throws it right in there.
We can see Yinmute has Tier 4 attack damage, so that gives him a percentage bonus on top of that of attack damage. We also see cooldown reduction on Knocknaws at Tier 4, which means every basic attack he does reduces his cooldowns even further.
We are at midfield there. Nice pass up there to Gucci Pants. Trying to get it closer to the elevator. Missed the connection, though. Combo Breaker was not in position. There he is going up the elevator all by himself. As we see there, you have Knocknaws doing a beautiful job. Actually, sorry, it's not Knocknaws. It's Thrillhouse this time around. Doing a great job placing those ballastas everywhere. Those are the buildable structure of Anbani. They are amazing turrets, and Kill Academy doing his great job there of taking down as many of those as possible. Those are deadly defensive weapons there that are being placed, and beautiful job there from Feed Me More and Kill Academy taking those out.
I'm a little worried about Feed Me More's coordination when they're doing those hard pushes. There's not enough people up in that offensive zone to effectively keep pushing. The collapse from Finesse Your Relic is just too strong right now. They need more numbers.
And we see Bao now in control of the relic. He is waiting for Knocknaws to place that healing shrine. There's the circle of spite there from Combo Breaker. That slows you down and makes you more susceptible to damage. So definitely something you want to get out of if you found yourself caught in the middle of a pentagram. As we see there, Zinramu with control of the relic briefly before Bao gets it. This team is not letting go of that relic, Mike.
No, they want to keep the pressure on. They feel that they're going to win each team fight because they have the Alona, they have the sustain from Blessings of the Sun and Radiance, so they want to keep pushing that advantage whenever they can get it.
You saw a good hole buster there from Thrillhouse. Thrillhouse doing a great job of playing his Anbani. He is definitely keeping the team on their edge, forcing those fumbles, and that's all you can do when you are a key ranged backline player there. Definitely playing his role. You see Bao, is he going to go up the elevator? No, he's going to pass it upfield to Thrillhouse. Thrillhouse passes it back there. There's that circle of spite we talked about. Get out of the way of that pentagram. Again, Thrillhouse decides not to take the elevator because you see that wall right up there. Wall is the great buildable structure of Thorgrim. Just does a good job of blocking past there and is completely shut down that elevator. So good move there from Gucci Pants, placing that wall there for Feed Me More. We're down to 1 minute and 55 seconds left to go. Is this the push?
They're trying to, but he's getting blasted by some of the buildables from the opposing side. So Gucci Pants can't really establish his forward momentum because of that wall of buildables and the just great collapse from Finessio Relic.
You see Bao now with control of the Relic going left side. There's the Radiance getting casted on him. Radiance is that tether of energy that goes from a Lona to a character. It will give them health over time as long as they're connected. And nice move there, pushing out Combo Breaker. He's forced to go down with the Relic. He's out for 10 seconds. That's a long respawn. Every time you die in Breakaway, your respawn timer increases until the next round. So this is definitely going to be a little bit hard and challenging there because Combo Breaker is definitely doing a great job of kicking his team into action here.
Oh, great kill by Xin Ramu when he just went heads up with Yinmoot. Unfortunately, Just Call Me Bao is freezing the action using his Dark Call ability earlier to pull everyone to him and disrupt any push outside of the defensive zone.
Gucci Pants with control of the Relic, forced to fumble it though so he can get into the mix there. One thing of note though, as time is ticking away, the team fights are not going to go in favor of Feed Me More. You have Kill Academy who's down to probably 20 seconds now every time he dies. You have Combo Breaker who's getting up in the high teens. This is not going to be good if you are playing in the long game here because time is not on your side with 40 seconds left to go. The yellow line is in effect, ladies and gentlemen. We have Bao with control of the Relic. He's got to cross that line in order to take it into enemy territory if he has a chance to score this point. There goes Bao with the push. He throws it over field. Gucci Pants tries right next to the Relic, but he's unable to pick up on it. Bao picks up the Relic again, tosses it over to Thrillhouse. Thrillhouse with control of the Relic, throws it upfield. Nice job there, taking out Kill Academy. He's down for 23 seconds. You don't even have 23 seconds.
It's a power play,
There's 13 seconds left to go. You're 3-man down. We'll see what happens there. Good job there from Spartacus there and Yin Mute. Doing a good job crossing the line there again. Can we see it? Xin Ramu trying to fight for his life there, but he's not going to be able to pull it off. Time ticks away. Finessio Relic again on a time territory win.
That was crazy stuff, Sil. Feed Me More had the gold gain advantage, had a net worth almost 10K more, and we're still not able to out-damage them. And I have to think it just comes from the sustain from that Alona, from the heals, smart buildables, and the great pressure from Bao being the ball hawk. Look at, forced fumbles. A majority of these had to be from Dark Call, and he's just sticking to whoever had the Relic.
Yeah, that was a great move there. We talked about it earlier, and unfortunately, it definitely negatively impacted the team there. A lot of deaths happening from Team Feed Me More there. You can see, just look at it. Like Kill Academy, 7 deaths, 5 deaths from Combo Breaker. I don't know, Mike. What advice can you give these guys?
Well, unfortunately, the gold gain wasn't netting out the amount of damage that I would have expected because when I looked at the overall damage values, things were kind of like equaling out. So it really had to do with the passing game that we saw and the pressure that Bao was able to sustain. What we didn't see out of Gucci, I didn't see ring outs. I didn't see any one of those kind of scenarios when they were fighting towards the buffs or fighting on the edge where they were taking those small advantages that we're used to seeing them get. So I really want to see some adaptation, and we're going to be on a map that really is about team fighting. So I want to see if they're getting the damage buff that's on El Dorado, are they going to take heavy advantage of that, especially when they're towards the outskirts of the arena. I'm also expecting some changes to come in from Finessio Relic, specifically with Bao. I believe he's going to switch to probably Spartacus on this map.
Whoa. Interesting.
I'm just gambling.
That's a bold prediction right there, Mike. I don't know.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
That would be my advice.
But this map is not about running and disrupting. It's about damage, about getting those kills. So I just want to see. Oh, you know what? I was wrong. He is going to go with that. He's not fearful of it. And I see Black Knight inherently has armor, and he's buying more armor. He's getting super tanky. He wants to go heads up with the damage dealers. That's also part of the story of their sustain. It was really hard to kill Bao. How many times did we see Bao actually die?
Yeah, he did an amazing job. One thing, though, that I do find interesting is that Team Finessio Relic, they did a great job of containing Gucci Pants, and it'll be interesting to see if they're able to continue to do so, because that definitely is hurting Feed Me More.
So we're starting to see them group up a lot more, and we actually see an Alona back on the
Gucci
team.
Pants!
That's
I
what I'm
spoke too
talking
soon.
about.
There he is. Gucci Pants back in action. Someone buy him some colorful jacket because he definitely needs the power of the crazy outfits.
That's right. He's been too moody wearing all this black, too emo, because for him, it's all about living large. Look at that. He actually had team support with him as he pushed really hard for that score. Fantastic stuff. Another shocking opening round. Let's see how Finesio Relic reacts.
Yeah, hopefully they can maintain it though, right? They got the early score the last match, or the last game rather, and definitely weren't able to maintain it this time around. Hopefully we see more of Feed Me More as we get into it with 1 minute, 1 second in there. And here we go, round 2.
Net worth was pretty even. We're seeing just level 1, level 2 buys across the board. That hourglass is cooldown reduction. That's going to reduce the time in between abilities. We see a lot of attack damage for a damage dealer, so they do more base attack damage, and their abilities also do more.
Here comes
and again, a
Ramu
push.
from downtown.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, look at that, the second attempt! Gucci Pants, this guy is back!
Oh my goodness, El Dorado, a much more narrow map. It's a much more narrow map, and we're seeing them take it right down the middle.
Watch this. This is amazing. So the relic gets thrown in there from Zinramu. Zinramu, the relic rolls an inch and falls just short, and then Zinramu actually finds a way to get back in the mix and score it on the second attempt.
He forced the fumble, and he was there for the rebound. That's all that matters, is that now they're up 2-0 going into this game, too. We're seeing more buys coming in. Net worth is about equal because these scores have been so fast still.
Yeah, this is a quick one, folks. We see Zinramu again going upfield there. Nice use of his dodge, but he does get the fumble. The relic goes back to Zinramu. Can he get the 3-1 here? Let's end it early, folks. Here he comes. We got Combo Breaker in the mix there. You got Yin Mute joining in there, but a nice back toss there from Gucci Pants, throwing Yin Mute up in the air. But there comes Bao doing a good job pushing Gucci Pants out of the way here. Relic falling back to the feet of Knocknaz, who has it, passes upfield there to Bao. Bao going up, he's gonna go right side. Will we see the El Dorado slide? We'll find out momentarily. Here comes Bao, waiting to get in motion. Combo Breaker doing a good job, firing off that Burden of Sin. That's when the flock of Ravens go towards your enemy. And now Knocknaz forced to take the fumble. He gets stopped by Combo Breaker. Combo Breaker playing much more defense now, Mike.
He had to. After that initial push, they had to fall back. They were down 2 men to 4, which allowed Finesio Relic to secure that attack damage buff. So now they have to be a little bit leery, and I think it'd be in their best interest to go get that health buff.
Yeah, someone's got to take down the healing shrine that's just chilling right there. Knockdown's leaving that little present out there for his team. If you are playing on a side with blue, there's Zenramu listening to the warning there, taking out that healing shrine. You got to take out those buildables. When you start playing Breakaway June 15th, take out the buildables. Don't let them sit there on the map because they will come to haunt you time and time again. Good pass up to Yinmute! Yinmute with the score!
Fantastic passing, and did you also see Knocknaz was stuck to Just Call Me Bao like glue, making sure that that fight with Gucci Pants was going to end in no other way but favorable for Just Call Me Bao and Finesio Relic.
Bam! Yinmute. Well done.
Well, with the answer, and oh my goodness, we see the buys starting to come in. Now Zinramu has gone all in Demolition, which is going to allow him to try to melt those buildables that are building up for Just Call Me Bao and crew over there with Finesio Relic. We also see Tier 3 armor on Gucci Pants and Tier 4 cooldown reduction on Kill Academy so he can use his heals more often. And that's the new story. Kill Academy on Alona.
There, that is new. We should have called that out earlier, though. Looking at that, Kill Academy changes from Rollins, trying to bring its team alive more in team fights. They fell victim of that in the last game. We will see. So far, it's making a difference. And 2 people falling off the map, Gucci and Bao. And there goes another.
Zinramu, I fell asleep behind the wheel and just ejected himself. So unfortunate. Now Thrillhouse with an opportunity to move it forward.
Thrillhouse with control of the relic, throws it up there to the midfield line where Knocknaz picks it up. Knocknaz tosses the relic over the foot and the head of, who is Spartacus today? Spartacus today on Team Finesio Relic.
Yinmute.
Is Yinmute. And you see the relic up there.
He's silently putting in work, trying to chase down Kill Academy. He says, no, 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 I don't want you healing.
No heal for you. Here we see Combo Breaker fallen victim to the axe of the Black Knight of Bao, but a nice back toss there from Gucci Pants. Gucci Pants passes it up there to Combo Breaker. Combo Breaker with the El Dorado slide, passes it up to Gucci Pants. Gucci Pants falls victim to the ballista of Van Bonnie, and that's the power of the ballista on the second attempt there. You have 2 ballistas with 2 spike traps. Good job there taking up the ballast on the left side. The hole has been opened. Can they clear the hole and get it in there? Doesn't look good right now. So on the second attempt, maybe they'll be able to score it later on. We see Feed Me More lose their Spartacus. Zinramu's down for 8 seconds. Thrill House changing momentum. He's on a breakaway. It's Thrill House and Yin Mute. Pass up to Yin Mute. Yin Mute with the score. That's times 2.
That was a fantastic counter push, and I saw a combo breaker waiting in the back as long as he could, trying to get ready for a pass. Just took too long to take down those ballistas, and then this strong counter attack from Thrill House and Yin Moot.
Yeah, Breakaway is definitely getting momentum shifts. You just saw one right there. The Relic was almost all the way inside the base of Finestio Relic. They capitalized on some destruction and stalling of the push there, Feed Me More, and take it all the way back to score.
It's fantastic. 2-2 still. Oh my goodness. Feed Me More needs this to swing the momentum in their favor. Right now, gold game's just about the same. We're seeing a lot of tier 4 items, a lot of people getting smoked. Let's see what happens.
All right, Yin Mute, will he be able to score again? I think he was like Silverman. I am Spartacus.
Is that what it is? With Combo Breaker trying to advance, he needs to look out for the collapse. And can Gucci Pants help him advance it, hold those people back? But again, those ballistas putting in work still.
Yeah, that is a great defensive stance right there. Take a screenshot of that, boys and girls. You want to build that, and you are playing against a pushing team. So maybe we'll see that again with Kalo. You got ballistas on the outside, spike traps on the inside. No one's getting into that base without destroying those buildables.
They have to watch out for that counterattack. Every time Finestio Relic, you know what, they're ready for that strong push that's coming in from Feed Me More, and they've already got it all the way back up to midfield.
All right, we see Gucci Pants with the Relic, passes it up to Kill Academy. He goes down because he basically had no health to begin with. Even though he was inside his own healing aura, it just wasn't enough healing him in time when you get so much damage getting dealt to you. And now we see the Relic at the foot there of Bao. Bao fighting off the battle of the tanks with Thrill House coming behind him with control of the Relic. Thrill House gets caught in the Tomo Malaise. That's going to slow you down. Gucci Pants with control of the Relic brings it back to midfield. He gets stopped by Yin Mute. Yin Mute tosses it back there, but right into the arms of Zinramu. Zinramu going up top. He gets stopped there. So good job from the range characters of Finestio Relic. That is Thrill House doing a good job there, playing as Zambani, doing a great job of defense. We see Gucci Pants there fighting off there. Nice back toss there to Bao. Bao falls victim to it. We see a good job there of Spin to Win, which is now the rib splinter there of Thorgrim. As we see there, Bao doing his moves. We see Gucci Pants firing off his ultimate. That's the Ragnarok when he jumps up and smashes the hammer down. Gucci Pants with control of the Relic, passes it up to Combo Breaker. Combo Breaker with the Eldorado slide, does get thwarted, and now Bao with control of the Relic with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to go.
It was a fantastic cruel summons by Bao to pull in the runner and secure the Relic. They're trying to push it forward, but Zinramu on a fantastic counter push, but I think he had the right idea. That healing shrine that Knock-Naz laid down there behind their own base, oh, it's causing havoc.
All right, Eldorado slide time. Goes back to Combo Breaker, who does get stopped because he ends his slide in the feet of Bao, which is never a place where you want to stop your moves. We see Bao now getting juked by Gucci Pants. Here comes Gucci Pants with the Ragnarok. Gucci Pants, again, they're stopped by that defensives. They have to take down those defenses. Zinramu took out one of the spike traps, took out the ballista on the left side. The left side is clear. The Death Star is open to be attacked. Someone needs to take it in there. Combo Breaker, this could be it, man. He passes it up, but it does get stopped.
This is very crazy. Feed Me More, super low on health. We saw Zinramu go down. Gucci low. Kill Academy low. Just Call Me Bao doing everything he can to stop Combo
Get
Breaker
that
from this
Relic
push.
out of there, boys. Very dangerous grounds. Gucci, get the Relic and turn it in. Can he turn the corner on it? This is 1 minute almost left to go. The Relic is just sitting there in enemy territory. Will we see it get in or will we go down to time? Good job there from Thrill House staying alive.
That was a super tough fight. Combo Breaker couldn't escape. Yinmute just smoked him. And here we see Finestio Relic pushing it deep on the counterattack.
Could be a score here. We have Thrill House there with Bao, with Yinmute. Yinmute with control of the Relic. He's forced to fumble it, pops up in the air. Again, not only do they need to score, now you got to worry about the clock because we're down to 35 seconds left to go. Yellow line at the center of the map. Who will see a territory win? Will we see a score? We will find out one way or the other in 27 seconds left to go. We have Thrill House there with control of the Relic, keeping it in enemy territory. The team just has to stall right now. If you are a red team, if you are Finestio Relic, just stall right now. 17 seconds is all you have to worry about, and you will win this match and this game. As we see there, you'll win this game as we move into the next one. We see now we have the 8 seconds left to go. 7 seconds. Gucci Pants passes up to Kill Academy. The final push could be here, but no! Thrill House stops it. 1 second, 0 seconds. Again, Finestio Relic comes out on top.
Oh my goodness, what a match. That was nail-biting still. I didn't even think you were breathing for a while there. Oh, my goodness. Finesio Relic comes back after getting punched in the mouth and had a very, very strong answer. I mean, great buildables to help support in their back line. Fantastic heals, fantastic healing shrines laid out by Knock Naz. Just overall, great counter push.
Check out these stats coming up, Mike. That, like as you mentioned it, they had 2 points. They're down 2-0 and come back with 3 unanswered points there. There you see Yin Mute getting the MVP vote from his teammates and the opponents as well. What do we know about these stats? Look at this.
So I'm just looking at the damage dealt, and it's fantastic. I mean, look at Black Knight putting in work. As a matter of fact, Black Knight did more damage than any other player on Feed Me More. So Finesio Relic was doing a fantastic job.
Look at Yin Mute, 8 kills.
Yeah, even the gold gain, again, was about even. And we saw a lot of the early rush, as we expected, but we weren't able to see the same amount of sustain because they were able to take out Kill Academy whenever they could.
All right. The Thrill House meme, that is amazing. So mad props to UX Killer there for that great artwork. That is hilarious.
That is fantastic. And I saw the sad face on Tovar for Feed Me More. Oh, boy.
Folks, you are watching Breakaway. We are down to Game 3 now. If Finesio Relic takes this one home, they will remain undefeated as we move into next week, where they will go against the only other undefeated team. They will also secure their spot in the finals, and next week will be a preview of what you will see in the finals on June 15th. And what else about June 15th?
Besides playing in the...
Besides the finals of the
Besides
Office
the
League.
final? Like, playing?
You get
like
to play.
Actually play?
That's right. We are back. Took way too long to develop. I'm sorry, everybody. We are now here in Atlantis. This is Game 3, match point for Team Finesio Relic.
We're seeing attack damage come in on Yinmoot, Zinramu, and Thrill House. We're seeing Kill Academy is sticking with Alona, and pretty much everybody's loadout is remaining the same. We're also seeing the Philosopher's Stone on Combo Breaker. He wants to gain a little bit of extra gold so he can build up more items during the course of a match.
We see Thrill House. He comes out of that scrum with the Relic, throws it upfield, but instantly gets stopped by Combo Breaker, who takes it back in the other direction. It's a back-and-forth brawl here at the beginning of the start of the match. You see Combo Breaker falling right in the middle of that Blessing of the Sun. That is the ultimate ability of Alona, where she throws down an AoE heal. That's the green circle that you see there. If you see a red circle, that is the opponent's Blessing of the Sun. You see action happening from Gucci Pants. He rocks down Ragnarok. He also uses Shield Wall, which is his defensive ability. And there's Bao just wrecking Hammock.
Wrecking Hammock.
I don't know what Hammock is, but it's a derivative of Havoc.
He's doing a fantastic job. We've also seen that Finesio Relic has secured the gold buff, which doesn't bode well to Feed Me More, especially in this style of play, where Finesio Relic has been able to extend matches.
Look at Thrill House there. He was covering amazing ground, outrunning Gucci Pants. But finally, Zinramu was able to take the Relic and save it, and there's Knock Naz placing a well-placed healing shrine. We will see if Feed Me More stops that healing shrine. Right now, Bao is doing a good job of distracting them, so they focus on him and not the healing shrine, and the healing shrine remains. That's that red X you see in the corner there.
Well, what they want to do is basically split up Feed Me More. Like, hey, you going to focus on this healing shrine, or are you going to come focus on the guy who's trying to score?
Yeah, I would focus on both. You need 3 eyes to play Breakaway. An eye on the Relic, an eye on your opponent, an eye on you. And here we see it. Good job there from Feed Me More, doing some defensive moves there. We see action happening. Yin Mute trying to get in the mix there. He gets stopped, though. As we see again, the scrum is trying to push more and more. You have that Tomo Malaise on the steps of the other side. Good move there from the Morgan Le Fay player of Combo Breaker. That is a great placement of the Tomo Malaise. Here comes Knock Naz. Can Knock Naz get it in? No, he stops, but Thrill House is able to take it in. And there it is. They are one less goal away from remaining undefeated. Finesio Relic.
That is a lot of pressure and a lot of sustain. I saw a majority of the people on Finesio Relic below 50% health.
All right,
but Knock Naz is there.
I gotta cut you off because that replay was amazing. You had Knock Naz use Sunburst to AoE push back like 3 members of Feed Me More, so Thrill House could just take that Relic and run it in.
Basically walk it in.
It was amazing.
Basically walk.
That was beautiful move from Simon. Well done.
Well done, Knock Naz. And we see Knock Naz has already built up Tier 3 cooldown reduction, so he's going to use his abilities more often. If he can get it to Tier 4, that means basic attacks are going to continue to reduce his cooldown timers, making him a fantastic threat for sustain and healing in the back line.
You see Thrill House now with control of the Relic. He does get stopped, though. Relic falls back to midfield. Gucci Pants, he's struggling here at Atlantis. Mike, what advice can you give Gucci?
I'm not sure. I think Gucci really needs to pair off with either Zinramu or with Combo Breaker start
Hold
splitting
on,
people
Thrill House
out.
from downtown!
Oh my
Nails
goodness!
the three-pointer!
These guys, is the download complete? They're going so fast now I can't even speak.
Look at this, Thrill House jumps up in the air and score! There it is! Bam!
So that is 2 scores by Thrill House in this match. Their backline damage dealer coming in with authority and driving it home.
This is not looking good for Feed Me More. They're gonna be feed me some compliments because they're gonna be hurting. Feed Me Salt is gonna be happening momentarily, Mike.
Oh my goodness. So we're seeing attack damage. I'm seeing armor. Those are little shield icons that are built up. That's so you can take more base damage. Combo Breaker on the move. Unfortunately, there's ballistas everywhere since we're already at round 3.
Yeah, you have to watch out from those. Again, it's all about the buildable game and the buildable scaling. Every round you get another buildable you can place. Here we see the blue team. That is Feed Me More trying to push it in as much as they can, but Thrill House again throws it to himself. Thrill House and Gucci Pants. It's a raft of the races, Kentucky Derby breakaway style, and Gucci Pants wins it this time around with a furling, or whatever they call it in horse racing.
Well, you know what? It just so happened that Kill Academy died, and so did Combo Breaker. So they respawned right at their base. So as luck were to have it, they were able to collapse through death. They might not be so lucky next time on one of these hard pushes. They might need to consider a slower push just to take down some of those buildables.
Yeah, you know, I will hand it off to Thrill House. He is doing an amazing job of passing the relic to himself, something we see Butterbeanie do a lot with Alona. He's proving you can do it with Ann Bonnie. So take note, Ann Bonnie players, that is a great way to rush. Thrill House teaching you how it's done here on Throwdown Thursday.
And look who we see who has 3 kills and no deaths and is on fire. The tank of Finessio Relic, just call me Bao.
Yeah, you had a miscue right there. We saw Knock Naz there use his teleport ability, Sun's Grace, to teleport, unfortunately, into the enemy territory. So that's a little bit dangerous there. You see Gucci Pants just trying to clear that relic. Unfortunately, Zinramu was right there and actually picked it up as a pass rather than a clear. So that kept the relic there in enemy territory, or in their territory, I should say. Here's Yin Mute there for the score. Does a nice job of the dash, but he gets get hit there right as he tries to push it. Thrill House with the three-peat! Three-peat Thrill House! There's the score, there's the win. Match point, undefeated streak, it lives on. See you next week, Kalo. Here comes Finessio Relic.
I think his name should be 3 House.
I know.
That hashtag 3 House, everybody. 3 distinctive scores, picking him up, taking candy from a baby. Oh my goodness, Finessio Relic on fire. I think they're ready for the Cadabbles.
I think Finessio Relic is looking pretty sweet right now. We see some celebratory handshakes going on there in the background as we look at the stats of this match. Let's kick it over there. What do we see?
Oh, we see smiles, jubilation, exhaustion.
Look at the stats here. Just check this out.
3 kills, no deaths for Just Call Me Bao. I mean, the matches were so short. I mean, what to expect? Amount of damage dealt. 4K from Just Call Me Bao. The tank led in damage dealing.
Again.
Great healing from Knock Naz. Look at that. Almost 7K in heals.
Wow. You know, we've seen 2 matches now in the past 2 weeks. 2 undefeated teams, Mike. You've seen the Cadabbles. They play a very different game. They play much more passing, much more, ironically, much more finessing than Finessio Relic, who is much more of the push and stomp and kill your way to win.
It's also counter pressure. They use their buildables effectively. They know how to defend their base, how to fall back, how to collapse. And then when you've overcommitted, that's when they take advantage, which could be a very good tactic going against the Cadabbles that do tend to overcommit.
So far, we have yet to see a team that has been able to stop the push. No one stopped it in Season 1. No one's been able to stop it in Season 2. And now next week, Season 3, a precursor to the finals. Both teams now are locked into the finals. The teams that will play in the finals on June 15th will be the Cadabbles. It will be Finessio Relic. If you want to see a preview of that match, just watch Throwdown Thursday next week. You can follow all the action of Throwdown Thursday on all of our social channels. You can hit us up on Facebook.com/PlayBreakaway, at PlayBreakaway on Twitter, and of course, YouTube.com/PlayBreakaway. You're already watching Twitch.tv/PlayBreakaway. And don't forget, on June 15th is your chance to play Breakaway. That is the alpha playtest that we are relaunching here. Brand new version of Breakaway. Come on in, check it out. You have signed up by May 5th. You are going to get to play on June 15th. If you want to sign up now or you want to sign up next week, you will get more chances to play Breakaway as we'll be rolling out these playtests on a very regular basis. So that's what we got for you today. Thanks for watching Breakaway on Throwdown Thursday. From all of us here at Amazon Game Studios Orange County, I'm Mr. Sill.
And I'm Berserker Mike.
Have a great week.